Hey, Slothinator 2000 here, and I am here doing a little talky talk video, I guess. So, I am thinking that I would talk about the coolest thing I've ever done. And I'm not talking about like short term, like doing a backflip off of a moving car. No, I'm talking about like long time stuff. So, yeah, let's just get into it. So, back in third grade, I believe it was, I'm pretty sure near the end of third grade, when I was still in elementary school, I was a little short one. I still am, but I was shorter. Well, basically, I was kind of like walking. I think it was an inside recess, because rain exists and all that. And I walk over to one of my friends and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he says, "Oh, I'm making a comic." So I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Can I see?" And then it wasn't very well drawn because we were in third grade and people are hard to draw. So what I do is I start making one, but of a stick figure. Yes, a stick figure comic. That was that was where my skill was at, at the time being. So we were like sitting there, just like talking, chatting, all that. It's the same thing, just different words. But we're like, hey, we can make something out of this. So then, what we did is, I think we talked for a bit. It's kind of funny because that's like third grade. That's 4 years ago, I think. Maybe more, maybe less. No, at least 3, 4. No, at least 4 years. Um, so I'm thinking, and we come up with the TGC. And the TGC stands for the Gavin Comics. And Gavin was the main character of all our comics. Now, basically, it was stick figures. Now, how can you make something out of that? We had the craziest ideas, and we made them into comics. And then more people wanted to join the TGC because at the start it was just us two. And so what would we do? Well, we let people in, and then we expanded it. So then we would actually add people into the comics. And then it continued on into 4th grade and 5th grade, and I'm pretty sure by now we have over 200 comics. And that's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm pretty proud actually. So what we do is we just kind of we didn't really think much of it until the girls started joining. I think it was at the beginning, like 5th grade or something, when one girl joined, and we were like, "Holy crap, we are popular!" It was hard to find someone who didn't know about the TGC then, and it was really just like everybody was in it basically, everybody in our class. But then there were some people, you just don't really like. You don't really want them touching your stuff and all that. So what do? We created the TG. Let me just tell you, they didn't know it existed, but you do not want to be in the TG. Basically what it is, you're in it, we won't put you in our comics, but you can make as many comics as you want. They just won't be added to the collection. You can keep them. You can make the comics. It's not even like being in the club. It's like you're in a soccer game. You're watching it. You can play soccer at home. They're not gonna notice you at all. You're not gonna like send a video to the people and all that. You're just kind of there. So that's kind of how it was. Like you really didn't want to be in it, but everybody who was in it didn't know they were in it. They didn't know it existed. That was the thing. So that was when it all started. So when the girls started joining, we didn't make them make the comics. First, in order to be in the TGC, you had to make comics. The girls didn't. So you may be like, "Oh, you got pretty popular in school, didn't you?" Yeah, well, I was kind of destined to be since my mom is a para. She when I used to go to elementary school, when I was in the scrubby school. basically everyone just like knew me because my mom was a para. She still is actually. Same school. Okay, so we actually recently I got a text from the owner and he actually recently found the folder that every single comic was in and he took some pictures and sent them to me and like I don't know if this video gets a lot of views or something, a lot of likes, maybe we can actually look over the comics in a video. But basically, what was so special about it is that everybody knew about it. That was like the coolest thing ever to us. For everybody to know about you was like that was everything in elementary school, and it was just like so awesome to be able to have helped come up with something like that. And it was actually like one of the coolest things you could be in elementary school. You could be in the Gavin comics, and everybody enjoyed making them. It was like if when you had free time in elementary school, you made Gavin comics. All right, that's like all that happened in your free time. Gavin comics. And the name the TGC just kind of came naturally after the name. It's like, oh well, the Gavin comics TGC. Which are you gonna want to say more? Oh, TGC. It's shorter to say. And now, like, it's kind of like, oh yeah, Gavin Comics is easier to say. Nobody's gonna completely just say the TGC anymore. But it was actually pretty cool. Like, at the start, yeah, you kind of think, well, why did people want to join? I think it started out just us two, so our close friends wanted to join, to be a part of it. And then once more and more people joined, like their friends and more of our friends, it just became like, oh, so many people are in this. I want to be in it since like everybody's joining it, kind of peer pressure type stuff. And then everybody was in it. It was like good peer pressure though, not bad peer pressure. Like what harm can come out of a stick figure comic? Now, I think the reason most people want to join is because everybody got their own special stick figure to be in the comics. So, like, everybody had their own character named after them. Now, basically, everybody, in the comics, you got to, like, make up whatever the heck you wanted. But it had to go through the creator first. Like, make sure nobody else has made that comic before. That type of thing. So, it actually became a really, like, really long process to try to make a comic. Because with over 200 comics, he wouldn't even look through. He'd just try and remember. Because, you're not going to look through over 200 comics. That would just be insane. So, what do we do after that? Well, we're just gonna, like, be normal, right? Well, yeah. It's basically, it doesn't even exist anymore. Like, you move out of elementary school, or middle school, you don't have the time to make the comics, which is actually pretty sad to think about. We had so much fun making those, and now we can't anymore, so. My dog just walked in. Misty, how you doing, baby? Oh, now you're leaving. You don't love me. Okay, I have until the end of this taunt to finish the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye. Nailed it.